Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Video's a little bit different. It's not really so much a vlog. It's just me and Matthew at home. George is at school. I just wanted to show a couple of books that I've found valuable for me. What have you got? Come around here and show us. Come around here. Come around here and show us. Matthew is playing with his Roblox, man. Aren't you?
Yeah. He can do jump flips.
Jump flips?
Yeah, look. Look how he does jump flips.
We'll get to the books in 2 seconds.
Look how he does it.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, a couple of things. I'm not an autism expert. It's new to me as it is for you if you've just found out your child's got autism, or they've been diagnosed on the spectrum, or you're waiting referral, or you've just got an inclination that your child may be on the spectrum. So as soon as we thought that, obviously we went through the official channels which we've talked about in past videos. I'll put a link up to one of those earlier videos from a good couple of years ago for what to do if you think your child's on the spectrum. This isn't about that. This is just to show you a couple of books and a couple of things I've done to help me understand autism a little bit better. I obviously know my own children, but I'm still learning things every day. Amy's learning things every day. But a couple of books that I found really, really good was this one by Olga Bogdashina, which is, I'm just going to show you there. I'm going to link them all in the description. This one's called Sensory Perceptual Issues in Autism and Asperger Syndrome. This book is really good. It might seem like it's, if you look at some of the reviews on the book, it might seem like it's quite going to be over your head, but I can assure you, if your child is on the spectrum, if you read this book, it will explain lots of things that you maybe haven't thought about, and help you understand more where that child's coming from and some of the issues they have, especially around meltdowns and sensory perception and how things affect them and affect their thinking. That book's been really good to me. I've read it several times now. I normally take it to work with me. It's in my bag all the time, and I pick it up, put it down. Sometimes I'll pick up odd chapters, but some of the chapters in that have been really good. It's not something I read at home. I don't have time to read it at home. Whether you do or not, I don't know. When you put the kids to bed, reading it with them around you, stimming, making noise, that's going to be difficult. You need to have a bit of quiet time around you, maybe a bit of quiet music on, and give that a go. I would highly recommend that. This is not an endorsement. I'm not getting paid to say anything about this book, but the real information in this book I found really invaluable. Also, the second book that I would advocate for is Understanding Pathological Demand Avoidance Syndrome in Children, and it's a parent's guide for teachers and other professionals. You can see the book there. And PDA is Pathological Demand Avoidance, is very common in autistic children. George does not have a diagnosis of PDA, nor does Matthew, although I am certain that both of them have PDA issues, major PDA issues, especially George, and especially Matthew, with regard to pathological demand avoidance, is in a short coming up with ways to not toe the line of what you're expecting them to do. That's a really basic way to explain it, but a lot of explanation comes into that. Matthew covers lots of these things in this book, and I found that really helpful as well. I read of that when it's quiet, you've got a bit of quiet time. Again, I pick it up chapters, put it down. It's very well written by, this one's by various different people. Phil Christie, Margaret Duncan, Ruth Fiddler and Zara Healy. So it's like a combination of different people, and it also says, I'll just read you a bit from the back. It says, Pathological Demand Avoidance Syndrome, a subgroup on the autism spectrum, is now recognised, as are implications of management and support, particularly in education settings. This book is invaluable in helping parents and professionals identify, understand and support this very complex group, and that's by Dr. Jackie Ashton Smith, the principal, and Helen Allison School for the National Autistic Society. So that's a very good book. Those two books are the only books I've read that are more aimed at the parents to help you understand what you're going to be dealing with. I also wanted to say I've never said on this channel about this, but I'm pretty proud that I did this. I did a TQ UK Level 2 certificate in understanding autism. I was given this certificate on the 16th of the 6th last summer. I started doing it through the Skills Network, through Middlesbrough College. Obviously I'm in Plymouth, I'm hundreds of miles away. It's an online learning course, and some of the information I've learned on that course was really, really good. It's a level 2 course. There's a level 1, level 2 and a level 3. I started on the level 2. I felt like the level 1 would be a bit too basic for what I'd already learned and read about in books and things like that. So I started on the level 2. I'm not sure if you can go straight to the level 2, and the qualifications via the Training Qualifications UK, and some of the units that it covered was signs, symptoms and diagnosis of autism. That's one of the units. The second unit was sources of information and support, legislation and policy relevant to autism. Then there was a living with autism and a best practice relating to autism unit, and that's my certificate there. Okay, it's got my name on it, but I'm not hiding anything. It's easy for you to find out my name. And that qualification was awarded on the 16th of the 6th. And if you look, that was from the Ofqual regulated. I don't know if you can see that at the bottom. I don't know if you can read that in this light. Can you read that? And look, there's some of the information about it. So that was done via the Skills Network. I didn't pay for that. It was, you have to meet certain criteria. I met the criteria where I work, but I'm not. There's only one of us working and stuff like that. So check out the Skills Network. This was done, responsible officer for the TQ UK, Training Qualifications UK. I think you can do them through various college, but this was through the Skills Network. Right. So the Skills Network. Congratulations on achieving your qualifications at the Skills Network. Please find enclosed your qualification certificate. It's been a privilege to have contributed to your ongoing learning development, and we would like to take this opportunity to thank you for using the Skills Network. As a leading provider, we strive to ensure that we continue to offer learning opportunities. Basically, they give me some details of a progression officer. They have a few times offered me to do the level 3, which is the next level up. Obviously, this is a level 2 qualification. I haven't done it yet. I have spoke to them a few times and said I'm interested in doing it, but at this moment in time with the lockdown, we don't know when the kids are at school, when they're going to be forced to come off school again, with work full time, and not knowing that the children are going to be in full-time school. Well, Matthew isn't anyway. I don't want to start it and then you have deadlines to finish the work. They give you plenty of time, but I may struggle to get the work done in the allotted time if the boys are off school. So that's a little bit of an issue. So I don't want to start it yet. I think possibly I might look at starting it in September, because hopefully by then, according to what the government are saying, fingers crossed, most people would have had this vaccination for the COVID and be in a better position to know that school's going to start in September and stay all the way through till like next Christmas. It would probably only take me a month or 6 or 8 weeks, maybe 3 months tops to finish the level 3 course. I don't know how much time they give you, but yeah, so not so much of a vlog today, just wanted to show you that book, which was, again, I'll put them both in the link, you can see them there. These have been really invaluable for me. Amy's not so keen on reading books like this. She prefers to deal with it on her own experiences with autism, each to their own. So I find it quite nice to read about other things that I've maybe never thought about, and I can maybe understand why George is doing certain things. So maybe you guys will too, I don't know. So yeah, it's just literally, this video is mainly for, and this isn't against anyone that's not got children on the spectrum, but just to let you, if your parents or got children with autism, or you want to learn more academically about autism than just listening to someone like me giving you my experiences, those 2 books are a good way to go. And the course that I did, I'll link the skills network in the bottom of the page. Whether or not you can apply for it and get funding for it, which is what I did. I didn't pay a penny to do the course. It was free, it was all online, I didn't have to go anywhere. So during this lockdown and these weird months ahead, maybe it'd be a good time for you to do. The level 2 isn't, I wouldn't say it's difficult, but it's a lot of information to take in. They do split it into different units. There's loads and loads of categories you have to fulfill, preferably doing it with your own experiences, which is great. I used a lot of our own experiences to get myself through the course, and I did have some really good feedback from some of the tutors that mark all the online work that said, do the level 3, you really should do the level 3, and they've sent me a few emails, not pressuring me, but just saying it's there available to you. I will do it, it's just a little bit of time finding the right time to do it, so that's just a bit on hold at the moment, but I'm definitely going to do it. So I'd like to say thanks to the Skills Network for that, giving me the opportunity to do that, and for the basically the chance to learn more about autism. I'm learning the same as you guys are, or you want to, or etc. So yeah, like I said, not a normal vlog. I will update a little bit and see how the day goes. I've got a bit of work to do with Matthew now on his schoolwork because it's Monday. We're going to hit on some schoolwork now and get his online learning done. Amy's not feeling great today, so she came down to make sure I didn't miss the shopping this morning at 8 o'clock that was delivered, and then she went back to bed because she's not feeling great. So hopefully she can get a bit of a rest, and we'll catch you a bit later this afternoon.